What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Behind me, I have a really super clean example of an R33 GTR that we just sourced for a customer of ours. I'd love to show it to you today, go over all the ins and outs of it. It's extremely clean, top to bottom, engine bay, you name it. Inside, we did a couple small details of an upgrade here and there to it, but I really want the customer to just enjoy it the way it is. So please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We have more coming up very, very soon. So stick around, you're watching HDWerks. Hey guys, we're back. Let's get right into it and go over this beautiful R33 GTR behind me. This is a customer of ours. He actually has an Evo already. We've done a small build on that car already. That car's in the shop right now. We're doing a motor for that particular car, but we went through the whole gauntlet, fixed that Evo up for him. And while we were building that car, we started looking at 33s a little bit because he always had a little soft spot in his heart for the GTR stuff. And he saw some in the shop and he's like, man, they're really, really nice. I'd love to get one of those. So we started looking a little bit and we found one. We found a super clean example. This is probably the nicest one I've ever seen. Absolutely no rust, no pinch weld damage, hasn't been crashed. All the original bolts and hardware on the car. It's unbelievable. So if you love Evos and you love the rawness of them, you're gonna love a GTR. You're gonna love that platform just as much as you do the Evo stuff. It's just different. They have different noises. They make different sounds. They feel different. They're a little bit bigger car than the Evo, but if you're a purist and you love cars, you're gonna easily transition or have both in your collection at the same time. So if you build an Evo, you're probably gonna build a GTR at some point. It's gonna pique your interest for sure at some point. I've been building these cars for about 20 years now, a little bit more. The biggest issue I see is everybody loves to overbuild these cars, and I say it time and time again. So I really wanted to just do some small tweaks, and I wanna take you through the cliff notes of that process that we did here. Tires, wheels, brakes. We refurbished the calipers, painted them the really, really nice red color that we do in-house, and just kind of get all the fluids freshened up. But again, the car is so nice, I didn't have to do much, which was the best part about this build, is I didn't have to do any of the boring stuff that nobody wants to do. We just got right into the fun shit. So we did DBA brakes with the calipers. And then I did Ohlins on this car. I put Ohlins on everything. If I can put them on the Evos and I can put them on, I put them on everything. It is probably the nicest coilover you're gonna get for 2,500 bucks or so, give or take. And they're always in stock normally, so we just kind of roll with that, and the car just feels incredible. Cusco sway bars front and back, and that was kind of it for the suspension. Again, I did not want to go nuts. Obvious thing is your TE37s. In my opinion, I don't really care if you think that they're played out or not. It is probably the perfect wheel on a lot of cars, and this one included, right? So System Motorsports hooked us up with these wheels. They always have stuff in stock. There's actually a discount code for that built into our link tree. You can hit that and they'll give you a deal on anything in stock on their website. The center cap adapters that will be on this car, I'm printing new ones, so we'll have those available for it. This is a TE37 SL 18 10.5 15 offset. That is the number for this car. It's perfect right off rip. We did some Falcons on this car. I didn't go crazy. I didn't want to do 888s. I wanted something that if you did get caught in the weather, you wouldn't be sliding off the road. So the FK510 is really similar to the Pilot Sport, the 4S. Very, very similar tire, very competitive, and I like these on the car, so I had no problem with that. A little tidbit, we did do authentic Nismo open-ended lug nuts. You'll see they're really, really nice and detailed. These really play with the entire thing of the car. The bronze wheels, it says the Nismo logo has a little bit of red in it that matches the calipers. Like everything makes sense. So the engine bay was pretty much untouched. I didn't do anything. We just checked for maintenance, oil change. We did a Motul 300V. The only other thing that we did is I did a downpipe from HKS. I did an HKS catback. It didn't fit exactly right, so we had to modify the center section a little bit just to make it fit a little bit better, but now it is on point. And again, Brad did not want some crazy loud one. My favorite exhaust is the Tomei stuff, but it's just not for this car. And then on the inside, again, I did not go nuts, but we wanted to put something in the car that paid homage to the times that these cars were made and the correct seats that are in the car. So we found a really, really nice set. It looked fantastic. And my favorite thing on any seat is when you look through the back glass and you see Recaro through the back glass on the back seats. I don't know what it is, but that gets my gears going for sure. So this has the stitching right on the back of the headrest. Other than that, the car is super original. Black is like on point. Some people love black, some people hate it. I love black. I'd rather a black dirty car than a white dirty car all day long. They just look so good. I'm gonna go over a few things in the engine bay really quick. It looks super clean. One of the cleanest engine bays in cars I've dealt with ever for the GTR platform. I really want to complete the look of how original this car is, so they still make these. I'm going to grab one of those. Only other thing here, I want to redo the valve covers and the front plate just to kind of complete that gloss black look of the car. I really want to bring that into the engine bay. There's a couple little rock chips here and there. I'm going to redo the grille here in front of the GTR badge, probably redo the actual latch itself and a couple little brackets, but that will then kind of complete the engine bay. I do not want to overbuild this, so this is kind of where I want to leave it. And one last thing, we're probably going to have these done by a guy that can retrofit some projectors in them. I just really don't feel like spending $6,000 to $7,000 on a set of Series 3 lights, so I'm good on that. The bumper itself is pretty clean, no rock chips. It might have been resprayed at one point, but what I don't like is the lip itself. Everything else on the car is gloss, so this has a factory finish on it. Again, it's not bad. I don't hate it, but it is a little chipped up on the bottom. So we got them a nice Series 3 Nismo fiberglass lip that's gonna kind of actually come out a little bit here, has a little bit better styling, painted gloss black, just like the rest of the car. So it kind of matches. So there's no flat parts on the bottom of the car. So the ring around the bottom is all gloss. All right, so let's get right down to brass tacks. I want to hear what this thing sounds like. So I'm going to take you for a cruise. We're going to do some shifting, some throttle blips, and some matches. I want you to go through it. Just put your headphones on or your AirPods or whatever you got. Just listen to the audio. That's one of the most important things for me with these videos. I really want you to hear how these engines sound because that's what really makes it exciting for me when I drive them. I love the audio portion of it. So let's go for a ride, okay? I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I had a blast driving it around, hooning a little bit on the streets. It's not fast, but it sounds good, and it just is so responsive. We have a couple new things coming out. In our link tree, you'll see a link for we have new merch that just dropped. Finally, I know it's been an eon, but we finally have some shirts, so grab some shirts if you want. We have our System Motorsports link up there if you want to need TEs or any other wheels, any high quality wheel, they have all that stuff. Probably one of the biggest in-stock distributors in the United States. We have our PRP link up there, so anything GTR related part-wise, you guys can get some good discounts. Our WK shifters for the Evos are still active. If you need a discount code for that, that's in there as well. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I know we've been a little bit wonky on the time frames of the videos, but we're really trying. We have a lot of stuff in the pipeline that's coming out, so we've been kind of building our catalog. So really appreciate you sticking around. I'm really not sure if Brad is going to drive his Evo more or this GTR. I'm sure if he puts more miles on this, he's going to keep it that way. Stick around for more videos where we build dreams one car at a time.